The pig giveth and the pig taketh away. Today is a request video for an analysis and breakdown of Tony Slidini's helicopter card. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. The first time I saw this, I didn't fucking get it. I don't know what it was. Maybe I was younger. Maybe I didn't understand what was going on. Maybe it was a combination of things, but I didn't get the effect. And then watching the video later on, this famous clip from the Dick Cavett show with Tony Slidini, it became a miracle. I didn't know how the fuck this man got it with such accuracy, because it's not a very easy trick to do. It's a trick that could entirely fail on your ass with no redeeming quality. However, Tony Slidini masters at this style of effect, and you're going to see it in this performance. As per usual for these videos, please do not bitch and moan about how I keep interrupting. If you want to watch the entire performance, look at the link in the description section below, along where you could buy my own playing cards and maybe check out the PigCake Magic Academy. However, you could find the video there.
Tony, I'm going to explain something now. This is a card trick. There are millions of card tricks. You'll only see this man do this one. He's offered to teach it to magicians, and still, no one else does it but Tony Slidini. I'm going to ask a stranger to step up here. Sure, right there. And, oh, I'm sorry, we have an even stranger here. I'm sorry. Yes, sir.
How do you do?
How do you do? You are a stranger, are you not?
I'm very strange.
Okay. Go.
You never know.
I always found this initial interaction with him and the person from the audience to be very weird. I don't know. I never got it when I was younger. Obviously, in my adulthood, I learned that maybe the guy could potentially have been a troll, or there would have been some sort of circumstance in early television that would have caused for that awkwardness. However, this is what set me off from the very beginning when I was younger watching this effect. Just this weird interaction, this strange dude, and Tony Slidini looking kind of tiny, looking kind of small. He's there kind of hunched over. So I never got the appeal of this until much later into my magic virginity career.
Shuffle. You could the card, something wrong with the card, nothing wrong with the card.
Is it okay? Shuffle some more?
Yeah, shuffle as long as you want. I don't care.
Only shuffle once more. we only have a certain amount of time.
Okay?
Okay.
Now I'm going to take half of the deck, half. And a half I'm going to spread on the table, all mixed up. Okay? Half, I make a fan. Oh, a little fan, right? Now I want you to take one card that you like here, any card. I knew you was going to take that card. Not funny?
You knew you had to take this card?
Yes, I knew. But don't smile anyway. Do you remember the card? Show to the camera. Okay? Now, I'm going to put the card inside the fan. I can look at the card. It doesn't mean anything. You follow this card to where it goes, right? Okay, now. No, the card is still here. Don't worry about it.
Now, I by no means am any sort of expert or even competent at performing this effect. I think you're better off looking at the works of someone like Bill Wilsh, who's pretty much mastered this effect better than anyone in modern times has. It's really an astonishing thing to watch. However, here, you see in this classic style of magic, I've seen it with Di Vernon, and here you're going to watch it with Slidini, this idea of conditioning. And honestly, just fucking with the participant. That's what it seems like, where he's messing with the participant, trying to make it seem like something is going on, a more overt action than is actually taking place, while really nothing is happening. You could see he verifies after the participant selects the card. He shows it to him one more time after slapping the table in this weird way. But that's just conditioning the participant. This effect is entirely based on the mastery of misdirection. And you're going to see a lot of this taking place with Slidini looking where he wants the participant to look and conditioning the participant to act in the way that he wants to act. In this case, he wants the participant to maybe think that there was some sort of switch that takes place just there, when really nothing happened at all.
First, inside here. Now you know where is the card.
Somewhere in there.
There?
Yeah.
That's the only place it can be. Can't be another place. Can't be here.
No.
The cut is on the top here. On the top, not on the bottom. If you're on any doubt, you just take a look, put it back. All on the top. The one on the top, you just look. Is there? Look at this one here. The cut is here, but it's on the top. Take a look. There's another one on the top. Is this on the top? Do I have to tell you, look, all the one on the top, not the bottom. There's none there, right?
Nope.
That little hand wave Slidini does after inserting the card supposedly into the deck is just masterful. Again, drawing attention where he needs it. Here, he's setting up the effect, and he's telling him well in advance that that card is going to end up on top of that pile. This goes against every single interaction that you've ever had in Magic where they say you never want the participant to know where you're going. Here, he tells them exactly what's going to happen. The card is going to end up going on top of the pile. Although I do think there is some sort of language barrier here that Slidini is trying to get across to the guy, and the guy is maybe not understanding, but it becomes clear as the performance goes on. Don't you worry your little butt off.
Did you see it? No? You remember the card.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see the card again. If the card is not, he got to be there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Watch, let me do a little different. Watch. What's the name of this trick here?
The helicopter card.
The helicopter. Look. Look. See? Right here.
There?
Yeah, it's there. I told you, look. You don't look. No. Look, I'll do it again. Okay.
And here is where we see the effect first take place, where the card actually appears on a pile. Now remember the conditioning in the beginning. Here Slidini's already stolen the card, and he's going to load it on top. But he does it in such a soft and natural way, you would never imagine anything is taking place, especially in contrast to that harsh action that he did in the beginning, where he slaps the card on the table and he makes it seem like that was a big action and a big move or maybe some sort of switch. No, everything is subtle. Everything is perfect. As you could see, the load was never even detected or even thought about.
Remember, the cards are going to be here. Take another one. Anyone. Okay? Show the camera. Okay? Now I'm going to put them all the way in now. Watch very close now. Now you know the card where it could be about. About.
Just about, you know.
Where? You're not here?
Not here, no.
He's there. He's there. Take a look. All on the top.
I've already shown that I can't look very well.
You saw all on the top? Did you see that one? I mean, this one here. What's the name of the trick?
The helicopter card.
Look, look, look. Take a look.
And here we could see another iteration of the load. You could see that Slidini is very, very comfortable with the card in palm. Now this is an action that again is going to require just an absurd amount of practice and an absurd amount of patience that typically you don't see with magicians because they just want to get to the point. They want to get to the end. So here he gets into this Tenkai palm load that seems like the card is going into the pack. Right now that card is in a Tenkai palm position. He has no qualms gesturing with that hand. He has no qualms gesturing towards the packet, even though the Tenkai palm is traditionally a very angle sensitive palm. And here he's going to have the participant look through and make sure that there's no card there. And the load, again, takes place in a very subtle and soft action. He just has the participant check out another one, and that's when he drops a card right there. He has the participant look at the card. The misdirection is heavy on that particular card, and it's done. It's my favorite word here, conditioning. He's conditioning the participant with his body language. He's conditioning him with his hands, and nothing is out of place. The hand has been there the entire time, so even if he's holding a card in palm, it's never going to be detected.
I'll do once more. This time I'll do really slow. The cards are going to be here. Okay? Now take another one. Anyone. So the camera. Okay? Now this time you won't believe how slow I'm going to do now. Look. Watch. Now you know the card where it could be about.
Mm-hmm.
Where?
It's in your hand.
Of course in your hand, but it's not here.
No.
All right, let me do this one. Now you can look anyone on the top here. Anyone, doesn't make any difference.
Oh.
You forgot the card.
No.
You forgot the card. Did you see this?
They know. There's a couple here.
So, it's one you can see. So just look at this one you
See.
see. It is. No? What's the name of this tree?
I can't stand it. The helicopter card.
Look, take a look. What's the matter with you? What
Now, this last one is completely under pressure. Why? Because the participant has already been conditioned, take a shot, as to the actual effect that's about to take place, where the card is going to go. He knows the card is going to end up on the pile on the table, and this has already happened twice. So Slidini has to go for a different approach here. And here he goes for lapping. So in this case, he decides to take the card. Again, he goes for a grand gesture, and he does this Tenkai replacement move inside of the fan. However, his way to circumvent any sort of thought that the participant might have that the card is in his palm, which is what he says, is to lap the card and then retrieve it at a later time. So right now, everything is completely clean. You could see his hands are empty, that he makes a big display to show to the participant. And here he goes for his traditional and classic load into the hand with the other one. And it's just a masterful use of the lap as a method. Now, the participant does get a little bit confused here because that was the card from the previous time. However, here, again, Slidini loads the card completely under fire and does it in a way that nobody would ever catch him. So for you and me, the mere mortals, we can probably get away with this trick maybe once every 3 times. But Slidini nails it each and every single time under fire, complete and total decimation of this participant. So that's as best that I could possibly go for this trick. Again, I'm by no means any sort of good authority on this effect. However, I could only give you what I could give you based on the virginity that I've experienced in my life. As I mentioned earlier, Bill Wilsh is the best authority on this particular effect. He has some documentation of this, and I believe that he also has some videos out. So that's a great resource if you want to learn this trick. But I think you won't be able to do it. You won't be able to do it. It's just going to be one of those things that you study and you learn the misdirection and the techniques, but you'll never do it because, well, why bother when you have this to compare it to? I really do apologize for those of you that are trying to see a vagina and then you stumble upon this video thinking, you know, oh, hey, this is going to help me with that particular thing. No, it's not. This is going to do the exact opposite. So good luck trying to find one after watching this.
I see you again, when 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 I see you again.